Warning: this program may contain explicit language that may be considered offensive or inappropriate to children and some adults.
The following content is intended for mature audiences only.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Geekin Out. We have an echo. What's going on with that?
I don't hear echo.
I have an echo.
I have an echo.
Well, either way. So, thank you for coming to Geekin Out, where, these four heathens talk about geeky things every other Monday. And I'm your host for tonight, Ricky Z, social media manager, mom, teacher, whatever. I'm usually here every week. And then we have Mr. Julian. Other way. Hello. Julian.
Hi, how's everybody?
Our anime and gamer. Duryea Rashad on the bottom. He's, the founder of Wold Nelly Media. Also a fellow geek. Yes, and the creator of the upcoming web series Flirting with Destiny, which we are going to be filming this summer. And if you haven't had a chance to donate to our GoFundMe, please do that. Because, we need the funds, and it's going to be good stuff. So you should do that. And then we have our lovely Chris. We love him. Also anime fan, and we missed him last week, so we're glad he's back.
Sorry, guys. Thanks. I had a little bit of a family emergency, but thanks for being flexible.
Aww. It's okay. We still love you. So let's start off with what we're geeking out about. Or do you want to say something, Duryea? While you eating?
I do hear the echo.
Okay.
That's here now. We're gonna try to fix it.
Okay, cool. So let's start with what we're geeking out about. Let's go with Julian.
It's true. Can we go with Chris first?
Okay.
I'll tell you why in the chat, Julian. I'm gonna tell you why in the chat.
Okay. All right. Fine. I can go first. So I was telling Ricky about this a little bit before we started this podcast, but Thomas and I started this game just basically kind of to keep him distracted because of the whole family emergency thing, and so the game is I will find a Broadway actress or a songstress that we both know and find a deep cut that maybe he doesn't know, and then quiz him, hold my hand up to the Bluetooth so he can't see the name of the artist and quiz him. But so then that actually sparked because I looked up this one song and then I was like, oh gosh, no, now we have to know this whole thing. And it's the Dreamgirls concert event with Audra McDonald and Heather Headley and Lillias White. I don't know if any of you have ever...
Yes, period. I know exactly what you're talking about. You like that?
Oh my God. I've been obsessed with it since my freshman year of college, which was way back in the day. So the first freshman year of college, way first freshman year. And I found out that they were making the Dreamgirls movie my freshman year of college, and I was like, oh my God. And it was 4 years later that it came out. And I was like, ah! I was waiting all the time. So anyways, but yeah, this is that's the first Dreamgirls experience I ever had was the concert event. I owned the album, and so, me and my boyfriend at the time would listen to it incessantly. But anyway, so I made him listen to a couple of the songs, and then I started looking into it, and I didn't even know, because I'm kind of obsessed with Seth Rudetsky, who makes all these videos on YouTube with Broadway actors because he's a Broadway guy. Like, and he has a million Broadway friends, and he does this series called Obsessed. And he was with Lillias White talking about this concert, and it was like his dream child, like his brainchild. Like he was the one that was like, we should do this concert event with you and some other people, and because like he was really good friends with Lillias White, and so he put it all together, like with the Actors Fund and everything, like put the whole thing. And I was like, I didn't even know that, and I like this whole time I've been listening to it, and I didn't even know Billy Porter was the one.
Jamie Early.
I didn't even know. Like I know that voice. I know that voice, and I didn't even I just didn't even.
Ooh, I gotta find that then.
That's where I discovered. Not discovered. That's where I first encountered Billy Porter. Discovered.
I forgot he was in that.
African Porter. Okay, so I'm re-obsessed. I've been watching because there's a YouTube video. If you want to see it, there's a YouTube video of the whole concert. But been watching that. And listening to the soundtrack because I'm obsessed.
You better put the link in the private chat, sir.
Okay, I can do. So the only other thing that I'm geeking out about right now, because I don't have much this time, but I'm finally taking voice lessons again, and I'm geeking out about that.
Ooh.
And I'm taking voice lessons with a Broadway actor. He's currently not on Broadway because it's closed down, but he's in Aladdin, and when it opens back up, he will be back in Aladdin.
What's up, Aaron? Thanks for being with us. Hey, Johnny. I didn't make up the name April Wine. All right, Johnny. Johnny is the master of YouTube links. He will hook you up with a YouTube link for every comment. All right. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Can I cut in really quick? If you're watching with us right now, please make sure you go ahead and like and share this content. If you're on our YouTube channel, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell. The likes and the comments and the interaction help us get more viewers, and hopefully eventually we can get monetized. So also take this as a chance to go ahead and share this. Share, please, share. We love you guys.
Yes, so you can continue about your singing lessons.
All I was saying
Voice
is
lessons.
like he's a Broadway actor, and so
Right.
I feel like, and since I don't know if you guys remember, I had a vocal polyp in 2019. I had surgery to have it removed. And since then, I've been like. You didn't know that? Okay, I don't. I guess I hadn't talked about it. I had a vocal polyp. I had it removed. Since then, I have been like telling myself I'm going to get singing lessons. I'm going to get back on it. I'm going to get into it. And I haven't because and then COVID happened and blah blah blah. But this guy does singing lessons over Zoom. So yay! And yeah, I'm really excited about kind of like getting back into the craft and like just really like honing all of that stuff. So.
Yes.
That's exciting though.
Yay.
That is exciting.
I know.
Is it a master class? Is it one of those master classes? Because like there's a lot of like bigger names and celebrities and stuff that usually go through that platform to like do teaching and stuff and lessons and things. So
no, it's like it's an app you can download on your phone or on like I downloaded on the computer. It's called voicelessons.com, and they have like a ton of like people that are doing this right now. But it's funny because this guy is actually a mutual friend of people that I know from Columbus, and he's on Broadway. Stupid.
Oh, that's awesome though.
We don't see people on Broadway.
Right? Is this the one that's played a lion before?
No,
he doesn't do lessons.
No, I'm not saying these. Is that one of the mutual friend? Yeah.
I don't think they ever met. I don't think he was here when Stiggers was here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know Stiggers.
Were you talking about like Georgia Broadway? Yeah. Like, because I heard Broadway.
I know Stiggers.
New York.
Stiggers and I worked together on a show that I was the ASM for. Me and Tamara.
Oh.
What show?
It was a baseball show. But I had known Stiggers from well before that, from Springer, because I came from the Springer background, so I knew Stiggers from like, way back in the day. Right. But then we kind of like reconnected over this show. It was I can't even remember what it was called, but it was about Bear Bryant and not baseball. It was football. It was definitely football, not baseball. It was about Bear Bryant and Alabama football, and Adam Archer was in it, and Michael Stiggers was in it, and this other guy that they hired, I can't remember his name, but me and Tamara were the ASMs, and it was so much fun. Like Adam Archer and Michael Stiggers together. You can't imagine how much freaking fun that was backstage.
Aw, I love it. So Adam Archer, he's was a recent host on Geekin Out. He was. Yes, action films. He's action films. Mm-hmm.
Yo, he grilled me about my charmed pick and everything. I remember that.
Wait. I was there for that, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, we were all there.
I was like, wait, this sounds familiar.
We were all here. Oh, man. Okay, so let's do a quick ad break before we go on with the rest of us. Okay. And we'll see you in a little bit.
The City Girls didn't get on simply because they're amazing at rap. People obviously. Don't do that.
Ooh, don't do that.
As per that clip I sent in the group chat, y'all saw the performance was not giving what it was supposed to give.
Don't do that. Don't you ever talk about Carisha and JT. I don't care what you got to say. Don't do that. Okay, and my point is this.
They got some bops, okay?
So they do got some bops. My point is this. And they're getting better, but my point is this. People like JT and Carisha and Cardi B because of who they are.
Their personalities.
We like who they are. So the thing that brings them revenue is their lives. Because Cardi B got on Love and Hip Hop because of her lives. And Carisha and JT we love their friendship. That's what people like about the City Girls is their friendship.
Sorry.
That was an excerpt from our newest podcast, Sippin' Kiki, which is our pop culture reality show digest. So right after Real Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Medicine every Sunday at 10 p.m. And then since the last couple episodes of Real Housewives of Atlanta is about to happen, it should be getting good because, you know, it's been a little dry on Real House of Atlanta.
That's literally been the consensus that it's dry this season.
It's been a little
so.
dry. It's been a little dry. So watch. So it has Duryea, one of our favorite TalkItOut panelists, Mo and Tristan. So check them out every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Watch us get into massive arguments, but still love each other. We love each other. But last night we was at each other's throats. It's so fun.
Ooh. I gotta get some clips for that. Ooh,
yeah, it was like me and Mo was like, I was like, Mo, let me talk, and she was like, I don't want you to talk. I mean, they was like, I don't want you to talk. I said, oh, he's going. And then Tristan was like, can we just? I said, no.
Duryea, I didn't even know you know Tristan.
I've known Tristan since I was about to say 9th grade, since freshman year of college.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
2006.
You know the community is small in Columbus.
Yeah,
super small.
I should have guessed.
It's not even that. That's not even how I know him. I know him from like just college parties.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When he was in 9th grade.
No, I was gonna say 9th grade, but I meant freshman year of college. Now I think of
13th grade.
13th grade. My bad.
13th grade.
Okay.
So
I ain't judging.
So Johnny wants to ask a question. So what's your question, Johnny? So while you type that out, I'm gonna go on to Julian.
Yeah. Okay. So while we figure it out. Okay. So geeking out about lately. A few things. So I obviously I've been like back on my Star Wars trip since our last episode, mostly because of the last episode. I was kind of delving back into my alien roots and things and stuff. So getting back into space. So I just finished the Clone Wars, which was fucking amazing. And then like I'm getting onto Rebels, which I don't know. I know we have talked about this before. About how kind of I'm an internet pirate, and I technically haven't finished this one because I'm pretty sure we brought up Rebels before. I remember talking about it before and saying that I haven't finished it. So like I'm getting down to like the last 2 seasons of it. It's really fucking good though. You know what I mean? Like man, both of them are so good. The writing is amazing. So and like just the development of the worlds and everything that goes along with it is just so nice because you like really pay attention, like interwoven in all these different alien species. Obviously, like reflections of different cultures that we see in life today. So it's really cool to see, and it's really nice. A few other things.
Hold on. Let me pause you for a second. All right, so Johnny, wrong show. That you'd probably want to save that question for Talk It Out. So
I don't see a tent in Minneapolis. Oh yeah, Johnny. Yeah, okay, Johnny. This is Geeking Out, where we talk about pop culture, geek stuff like that. We save politics for Thursday night. Talk It Out.
Right.
Please come back on Thursday and please ask that question, because that definitely will be talked about on the show. So please come back on Thursday and ask that question.
Yes. But yes, we're going to focus on the geek stuff. So go ahead, Julie. I'm sorry.
So the other thing I kind of stumbled across recently, and it was really cool. I was like, oh, Animorphs is they're making comic books. They're making comic books for Animorphs.
Oh, wow.
I'm dying.
Where's Megan?
I'm so excited about that. I'm like, no way. So they've already released, I think, 1 or 2. I haven't gotten around to actually catching them, but I just saw I saw an article that featured a panel. I haven't actually gotten to see it yet. So I've seen a few preview shots of it and things, and I'm like, oh, this is so awesome, because it's such a revival too. I mean, it's kind of a mini rant, I suppose, in that way, because everything old is new and everything new is old these days. Everything's like a remake or a reboot or something like that. Where's the original? Where are the original ideas? But I still appreciate it because it's my childhood kind of coming back. Also, it's a revival of that whole story, so it's great. So I thought that was pretty cool. There's maybe 2 more things really fast. So then Magic the Gathering, by the way, I just found out they're adding a whole new class, job, profession, whatever you want to call it, and they're like math wizards, essentially. So it's really cool. It's bringing math back into Magic the Gathering already has a lot of math in it as far as the execution of a lot of things. But they're adding a little bit more in there, so it's really cool. I like that. That always speaks to me. So, and there was one more thing I just wanted to mention quick, but I can't remember it. So I think that's kind of it for me for these days. What else am I really geeking out about? I mean, there is something. I just finished watching The Winter Soldier, and exactly. I have words about that one, but we'll save it. I suppose.
Yeah. Actually, to cut right there, I want to say something. So, we usually have a 5th host that rotates, but once Falcon and the Winter Soldier is actually over in 2 weeks. I know I told you in the chat, Chris, that we were going to do yours next. Actually, instead of that, do y'all want to do a Falcon and the Winter Soldier review episode where we just review the entire series? It's only 6 episodes.
Let's do it.
All right. So then our next episode will be that, and then Chris, you can go after that.
Okay.
No, actually, Julian can go after that.
Okay. So, Winter Soldier, Julian, Chris. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Quick meeting on it.
Right.
Right.
Mid-show meeting.
Right.
It's all good. It's all good. But other than that, I feel like there was something else I can't remember. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so my qualm these days. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick, really. I mean, I guess I could do a Ricky's rant. How long?
You're doing a rant?
No, you're just. You got to plan these ahead, child.
I know. I didn't think
just rant. Just go.
Well, what happened today, as you guys know, I've been banned off of Facebook off of something that wasn't actually, it violated community guidelines and this, that, and the other thing. But really, the context of how I said and what I had written, it wasn't in any way harassment or anything like that. You know what I mean? But Facebook doesn't care, so they have banned me anyway. So I guess my rant is really more about the corporate takeover of Facebook and then Google, by the way, because Google's doing a whole change on their search. I mean, they've been implementing changes on their search engine for years, but now it's pretty bad. So I'm just oh man, they're just. I
have a little pushback for that.
Uh-oh.
Can I? It's not really uh-oh.
Go ahead.
Google and Facebook are not government entities.
No, they're not.
They do not have to allow us to type anything if they don't want to. They are not by law or by any right required to supply us with access to their platform. Therefore, whatever rules they implement and how they enforce them, we can not like the rules and how they enforce them. However, there's nothing wrong with them enforcing the rules how they want to enforce them, because if you don't like Facebook,
I know you can
don't use Facebook.
I understand, but nonetheless, it doesn't make the rule less pointless, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. The rule is the way they executed this.
I agree that what you got banned for was Jack, but
that's no.
But that's why they tell you to hide your curse words.
I guess that's it. But that's my point. So then I'll cut out curse words, I suppose. But like,
you hide
know what I mean? That's all. That's kind of a stretch. It's a stretch. I think we can all agree that's a stretch. But I'm just saying anyway, Google. I say that because there are a lot more federal overarching issues with the current exchange of information, which obviously they don't have an obligation to do certain things, but under law now they don't. Now they can enforce that. So anyway, beyond that, my problem is the restriction on information that I have been seeing over the internet myself. My own notes. But that's all.
All right. Duryea.
I am geeking out about Powerpuff.
Okay.
Powerpuff is basically the live action version of the Powerpuff Girls that is coming to the CW. And so I wasn't really following it first. I heard about it and kind of just like let it go. Then when I saw they cast, 2 POC people as the Powerpuff Girls. One of them is LGBTQ. One of them, I believe she's Asian American. And then the other Dove Cameron, who's, I don't know her entire heritage, but she's white passing white, she looks white. And I really like that because, I think the actors that they chose, I'm sure the people like, oh, Buttercup's not black. She was made in a freaking bowl. Mm-hmm. The 3 of the Powerpuff Girls, they were made in a bowl with chemicals and powder. So, like, let them be whatever race they want to be. You know what I'm saying? And I like that because, I just like the look of it. It's in, and I like how they've casted it so far. However, a few days ago, some pictures came up.
Yeah.
On the internet, child.
Dragged them.
Child. And the internet went in. The pictures look straight up Party City. Yeah. Straight up Party City. However, this is why I'm once again. And also they cast Donald Faison as Professor Utoni.
Remember, that's right. I saw
right. Which I also like. I'm like, okay.
I don't hate that. I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either because that's a choice. It's not even just that he's black. When you cast him in that part, he's got an essence about him that lets you know what they're gonna do with that character, just the way that he carries himself, and I kind of like that.
He's got there's gotta be some comedy in that for sure.
Period. If you're casting him in it, it's gonna be they're gonna turn him. But it's CW, so you're still gonna get some drama. But they're trying to go a funny route with it, and I like that. Mm-hmm. But today, a new thing came out. Basically, the premise of the show is that it's the Powerpuff Girls as adults.
Yeah.
And they're like all disillusioned by having grown up as superheroes. And one of them doesn't want anything to do with being a Powerpuff Girl anymore. She's trying her best to like hide her identity. The other one like misses the fame. And then the other one, she just is like confused and conflicted about like what she wants to do as far as like being a leader, but also not wanting to be like. And I think it's interesting to do that. But they came out with the costumes today. Not costumes, but a look of how they're going to look. Because that picture was apparently a flashback.
Yeah.
The picture was them as like younger versions of themselves.
Okay.
Is that
yes, the picture.
The
picture he's dragging is a flashback photo. It's not how they're going to be as adults.
It's like the costumes that like the outfits that they wore in the cartoons, but they like look like pillowcases on them.
Yeah, they don't look
with a black strap on.
Blossoms looks. Bubbles look cute. Hers look cute. But but I found their flashback videos, and then I was like, okay, so there's a new picture. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it and put it up. But how do y'all feel about Powerpuff?
I'm like, I can't.
I don't think I need it. I mean, I'll watch it. I don't need it.
You need it.
I don't need it. I don't think I need it.
Okay, so it is exciting to hear that they're going to do it, but I already with this little bit of information I've gotten so far, I'm a little bit scared.
I'll watch it, but like
I'm here for it. I'm still gonna watch it. I mean, obviously.
Right. It's like I'll watch it, but like I don't need it.
I found it. Okay, so here's the picture of them as adults.
I love some Dove Cameron though. I do like her.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this right here.
I hate that.
Okay. I love this.
Okay,
this I love.
So the one that's playing Buttercup, is she not? Or maybe she just looks like the one that when they did the live showing of Rent like a couple years ago.
I don't think that's her.
I remember.
Like Joanne.
Yeah.
I don't think that's her.
Okay, she looks like her though.
That's the girl. That's the girl from. I know she was in. What's that movie with Seth Rogen and Zac Efron? The sequel.
Oh, House
Neighbors.
No.
Neighbors. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
The girl from Rent was in that. This is not her.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's why I'm geeking out about it. I think it has potential. I mean, I was talking to some friends today. They were like, it's a little too on the nose, monochromatic. I can rock with that.
Yeah.
But the Powerpuff Girls are on the nose and monochromatic. So I don't know. I think I'm going to have to see it, look at it, and decide for myself. Because like what this looks like is, this looks like a little crop top denim jacket that's green.
Yeah.
But a black under. I can't tell, like, this is a little too monochromatic for me.
Yeah.
If this is like, I mean, I'm
she's
like
wearing regular blue jeans though. I think.
Yeah, but she's got regular blue
jeans on it.
It could have been a little more tonal.
You know
like
I mean?
It could have been just like a mauve pant with like a plum shirt,
Right,
and then, like, maybe a magenta jacket. Like, you know, just a little more tonal.
But I will say, shows like this, I know it's going to get a second season. Period.
Yeah.
Shows like this always get better the second season.
Yeah.
Because then they have more money. They've made the mistakes they want to make. They've seen what audiences respond to well and what they didn't respond to well. So I think it has major potential. I'm gonna give it the whole like benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And say that it'll go well. I think Powerpuff. That's what I'm geeking out about right now, more than anything. Other than that, of course, I'm geeking out about Falcon and Winter Soldier. It got spoiled for me again because of the internet. Thank you. The part that got spoiled for me was, it's not a big spoiler because technically what it spoiled was something that was in the there's this thing in the preview that happens that I already knew because there's this scene in the preview where one of the characters is doing something and he couldn't be doing that given the current circumstances of the show. So I knew that the current circumstances would be reversed. I just didn't know how. And the internet spoiled how for me, which is fine. I mean, I'm used to it. Y'all spoiled WandaVision, so
I didn't spoil nothing.
I didn't.
The internet.
I didn't. Oh well, yeah, exactly.
I did nothing. Shame on y'all. Shame on all of y'all.
But essentially, in addition to that, I'm geeking out about Black Widow.
Yeah.
Finally, they're just gonna release it on Disney Plus. Thank you. Like I get it. It sucks because you finally got, you know, the woman-led superhero movie that we've been asking for literally since Avengers. We finally get it, and we don't get to have the big hoopla of a theater opening. I get that, but now keep pushing it back, and I think it's just it's not her fault that you know. It just sucks that it's not going to get the hoopla it deserves. But I'm glad that they're just going ahead and releasing it because more than anything, we want the movie.
Yeah,
I need it.
And we need the movie. So that's where I'm with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so really fast, I was at Joann's the other day, just kind of browsing through, and they had the only fucking sale on patterns for $2 motherfucking dollars, and guess who's gonna be motherfucking Doctor Strange one of these days? For $2 damn. I was so excited. I was so excited because
better so.
Yes,
like,
let's go to Joann.
Yo, I live at Joann's. Get out of here. I was sewing all those things. I love it. I already made it. I got like another pattern already. But anyway, we were talking about Marvel for a hot second. I was like, oh, that's right. I've totally just got a pattern for fucking Doctor Strange the other day. It's awesome. I'm excited. So.
But that's all I'm geeking out about.
Awesome. Okay, so I guess that means me now.
That's you.
It's me. So I wanted to talk more about Falcon and the Winter Soldier because if I had to get all the guys on the group chat to be like, hey, y'all need to watch this show.
Because are we going to talk about it without spoil? As long as there's no spoilers in the conversation.
I'm not going to spoil it.
No spoilers. None.
But
yeah, let's not hear.
Okay. So for those of you that were upset about this last episode for a certain reason, for a certain person getting his butt kicked,
that's spoiling.
I'm just saying. I didn't say who though.
You're tiptoeing, but okay.
But just remember, he's just another Homelander, guys. He's not really Captain Rogers.
That's a spoiler.
No, that's not true.
That is a spoiler.
I don't think that's a spoiler.
100%.
That is definitely a spoiler.
I'm sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. So I guess I won't really talk about it. But no, if you have not watched it yet, no. Okay, so here's what I'll say about this. I was not like super duper excited about this show. Not like I was about WandaVision. And for me, like I've had to watch some episodes a couple times to kind of get into it. But this last episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for the last bit. Like I was like, yes, this is cool.
Okay, this is the thing about it. Never doubt Marvel. I'm sorry. Why do people doubt Marvel? Like, why do people doubt Marvel? Like, I know somebody who's like, I'm not gonna watch that cop drama. I'm like, but it's Marvel. Like, they're gonna give you the goods.
Right.
And what I actually like about what Marvel's doing with this TV show is he's right. This is like that version. This is Marvel doing a cop drama. WandaVision was Marvel doing a witch show.
Right.
Like. And I love that. Like they're so versatile. And like, what kind of TV do you like? Like me, I'm watching all of it. But if you only, and they also work as standalones. You can watch anything Marvel and pretty much get it without. But if you watch it all, it's a different experience.
Right.
But you can watch anything Marvel and pretty much understand what's happening. And I love that. I love that.
I mean, like they were going to get my viewership regardless. It's just I wasn't as hyped, but like this past episode, it was like, okay, yes.
You know what I do like about that character though is just how reflective it is of like
white supremacy.
Yes. Oh god, yes. Oh my god, white supremacy and just like fragile like white male.
I will say this. He
really is the embodiment of America. So like, that's the thing though.
But more than him, you know who I really don't like? His little motherfucking friend.
Oh God!
Well, I don't like his little friend. I'm just like, what are you doing, broski? Like, get your ass somewhere else. Like, go somewhere else. What are you doing?
Trip Parker, go to bed. Go to bed, Trip Parker. Anyways, so okay, so yes, I've been watching that, but the kids and I have been watching the Steven Universe movie like several times the past couple of weeks. And so with that, like it has a soundtrack. So of course if we really like a movie, we're gonna listen to the soundtrack. Mm-hmm. And so we've been into the soundtrack, and so of course we've talked about this for years. The kids and I, my 8-year-old and my 5-year-old are talking about like dressing up as characters from Steven Universe for Halloween. So like I have to be Garnet. There's no, there's no questions. I have to be Garnet. My oldest, my princess, she's gonna be Amethyst. Actually, I would have thought she would be Pearl because she likes to dance, but no, she's totally Amethyst. So I gotta find some purple body paint and rock it. And then my son, he's gonna be Steven Universe. Gotta find him the shirt and get him a little gem to go on his belly. And he's going to be precious because he's got the curly hair too. It's going to be so fun.
That's cute.
I love it.
You have to get the biggest wig. Like
I might. I don't know if I don't know if I want to do the wig for Garnet. Like I just want to keep my locks like that. I might. But
yeah, it's true.
You got. It's a
Have
good
you never
show.
seen it?
It's
a
good
show.
It's a good
I think
show.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the afro, the girl with the afro and the glasses.
Yes.
I've seen pictures. I don't watch the show though, so no,
you should watch the show. So, but like,
girl, I got stuff to do.
Whatever.
But
look, it's very.
I said that about what was that other one? She-Ra. She-Ra's like that, I suppose.
Yeah.
But She-Ra was fucking amazing. That was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And Steven Universe is very like LGBT inclusive.
Yes,
like they're
very
very
She-Ra.
like
it was great.
But Garnet herself is very LGBTQ.
Yeah, it's a great message for kids. I love it. They're making kids shows that like, have a message like that.
Yes, and also Garnet is voiced by the singer Estelle, and I love her voice. Estelle, get you an American boy.
Get you an American boy.
Don't really though. They all suck.
No, don't.
Just kidding. I'm so sorry.
Me too, though, but,
That's fine. I'm not an American boy. I don't know.
No.
I'm
I don't
Irish.
claim my patriotism these days.
Chris said, I'm Irish. I'm not claiming y'all.
My friend actually just became a citizen. I have a friend who literally just became a citizen like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh, welcome! I'm so sorry."
Y'all sound so un-American right now.
We really are.
Honestly,
that sounds so un-American.
We are.
That's what's wrong with this country right now.
But other than that, I think that's basically it for me. Like, other than like my impulse buys that I've been doing, that I should probably stop doing.
I was wearing one before. I just bought this new visor because everything's face masks and things like that, and I'm in love with it.
That's cool though.
Oh,
that's so cool.
I love those.
Cool.
Dang it.
That's dope.
I like
and
that.
then you can still breathe.
Right.
That's dope.
Yes, I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm excited. So, and they have them in like in like a iridescent color. They have it in like blues, purple, pink, whatever. They have it in clear, but I got the black one. I was like, this shit is bomb.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So like I've had a few like several impulse buys in the last like month and a half. So like my new microphone, the MacBook. It kind of is an impulse buy for me.
Is that your pop filter? Yes.
Oh yes, and then like my green screen. So if you see this nice screen, the green screen.
I was like, I'm really impressed with that.
Attached to my new chair, where I'm sitting at my new desk that has like the layers, the tiers.
I just got a new desk.
Those aren't impulse buys. Those are investments. What do you mean?
I know, but like they are impulse buys, but I can use them as a tax write-off. So like yes, they're both. They're one and the same for me right now because I have a purpose. With these things.
Why can't I write off any of my impulse buys?
Because you don't own a business.
There you go.
I know.
But listen, I say that, but then I mean, be smart about the business you create because some people do that and they ruin themselves. Like,
yeah. I mean, like I've made sure.
But I'm talking about like I'm an expert because I've been doing business for a whole 365 days.
Look, I'm probably like 100 days less than you right now. That's the thing. Right, but like but we were doing it, and like I have a reason. Like I got a new camera, so
that's awesome. That's what I did. My whole setup has just been slow.
Rakia, you filed your taxes, right?
Yeah, I already done my taxes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I figured you did.
Sure did.
She's on top of it.
You're right. I filed my
taxes. I got my check though.
No, because when that next tax season come along, and I put all this stuff on there for this business. It's gonna be
Did y'all know that Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song were dating?
Yes, that's another thing.
I didn't even know they were together.
Yes, they've been together for years.
They just had a baby.
Yes, literally just had a baby. Yes, no, like it's been one of those things. Like, I've known for a couple years now, but it's like, oh yeah, I see a picture. I'm like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. Good for them.
Wait, Brenda Song is from
Disney. Yes, so Disney Channel.
From
yes,
Sweet Life, right, or something, right? Was that her?
Yes, Sweet Life and all those movies, like Kung Fu Prom Queen, whatever. I don't know, but she's yes. So like, what's crazy is like, but like he's he had his little stint with addiction and like look at a mess, but he's gotten himself together as far as I can see. And it looks like he's been able to stay that way.
With Brenda Song fine ass.
Right. Because she, like, they just...
Brenda Song be making my bisexual side pop out. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
hey, Brenda.
Like,
What's
the
up,
picture,
Brenda? Shit.
The picture that I just saw them today.
I see Brenda Song, my voice drop a few octaves up, baby.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Get out.
When she leave, I'll be back to this shit right here. But when she come back, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Look, Brenda Song, she does it for me. What are you talking about?
She's beautiful, and like
she's beautiful.
She's still beautiful, and like apparently that relationship isn't messing her up, so she still looks beautiful too. So that's good. So congratulations to them.
Congratulations
to the baby. I think the baby's name is Dakota Song Culkin. Yes, I know.
Right.
Yes. So, before we get into our actual topic, look at us. We didn't, spend an hour and a half on this. Awesome. Look at us go. Let's go to another commercial before we get started. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm the director of the show, and I'm so excited to be opening the show this Saturday. It's our first children's theater production in our outdoor theater festival, and it is a hilarious show. It's an adaptation from the book of the same title, but the playwright and the composer have done such a wonderful job at complicating the story of using styles from really Broadway shows to influence the kind of style of music in the show. There are beautiful harmonies. And wonderful choreography. It's not just your typical children's theater show. I really think that family audiences are going to enjoy this as well.
All right, so that last commercial is from Pretty in Pink Bundles. You know, they got the Brazilian hair scent oils because, you know, great hair is the best revenge. Hello?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Hello?
I'm thinking about hitting them up myself.
Yes,
Right,
yes,
get that
yes.
lace front, boo.
Get that
What you
lace
talking about?
yes. You know,
Yes.
if I wanted to do that, I would get me one. Shoot. I don't know.
Child.
Look. Let me go out somewhere with a weave. You can
Stop!
tell me
I honestly
nothing.
wanted to do that myself a few times. Like when I had hair, I was like, "Oh, bitch, played that." Like,
Let me
I
go
was
out.
actually- I wanted to get locks, and I was like, "But I wanted to get the other kind, the twist, rather, I suppose." But.
Look, a couple of bundles, my second dose of vaccine.
Ooh.
The streets are calling my name. Going to the streets this month. I'm going to
30
the
inches.
Right.
With 30
I'm
inches.
going to the streets. Going to the streets. Yes, that will be me. That will be me. Don't give me those things.
You have nothing nice.
No. And then before then we had our commercial from the Springer. I guess it's from the Spot, right?
Yes, new episodes of The Spot are happening all the time. Hit up springeroperahouse.org. You can also find their YouTube channel searching Springer Opera House. Also, you know, the Outdoor Theater Festival is still kicking off. Click, Clack, Moo. That was a clip from their rehearsal process. The full episode showing their whole behind the scenes is available at springeroperahouse.org. Tickets are available. Had a packed house Sunday at their opening, and we've got one more weekend. It's a great, if you're in Columbus, coming through Columbus, it's a great thing actually to have your whole family. It seems like a lot of fun. It's great for children. Also, there's Festival of Whorehouse in Texas coming up. And then there is more children's shows, Curious George and the Golden Meatball. There's a bunch of stuff. Also, they are announcing their season in May, their 150th season. It's truly big, and they're doing it in a really, really special way. So make sure you keep your eyes on the Springer.
So yeah, shout out to the State Theater of Georgia. Yes. I love it here. Like home in Columbus, Georgia. So yeah, shout out to the Springer. All right, so it's yeah. What?
I was gonna say random story. So Georgian Con is back on this year, which is the Wheel of Time convention, and it happens to be in Atlanta.
You know what that means. You know what that means.
I'm excited. I was like, oh bitch, I might have to make my way down.
He mentions Wheel of Time.
I'd have to get
right. Look, I wish I had a look. I'll be back.
And there is one really great character that they wanted to make that someone had fan casted as Olivia Spencer, and I was like, actually, she would be really good. And I would build that. Okay, so anyway, on to the next thing because.
Right.
I've got well time for forever, so.
We know. All right. So our topic for tonight is my favorite thing in the world: teen dramas. I love me.
Quick comment because we all know that. Like, I feel like sometimes Julian is always like, "Oh, I don't really know anything about these things," but. I watched teen dramas, but not as a teen. During my teen years, I never watched teen dramas, but like now, I fucking love them. Like I'll eat them up. And before then, like preteen, like I would definitely watch probably some things I probably shouldn't have watched at that age. But like during my actual teenage years, I didn't watch teenage dramas, like because I was a teen, the 2000s, early 2000s, like that was Seventh Heaven and all these other ones. I was like, I've never really watched those. So I was like, I don't know. So like all my teen dramas are like the old school ones and then the new school ones, because like the ones that we grew up with, like in our era, I totally didn't. They weren't made at the time. But I eat them up now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's so many of them that are our favorite shows, particularly in like even like geek culture that deal with
dramas.
Like the supernatural, the supernatural and the sci-fi, right, are totally teen dramas.
I mean,
so,
Buffy
was a teen drama. I love, and like like we all right.
What just happened?
Someone's getting a little bit digital, and it might be me.
No, it's Rakia. It's not me.
It's Rakia?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm taking over since Rakia is not here.
Okay.
She's probably having some technical difficulties. So yeah. What was she saying?
She was just saying that
we're listening. I swear we were.
Teen dramas. She loves them.
Right. She was basically saying that all of us are Buffy fans.
Yes.
But Buffy is a teen drama that it surpassed.
It transcends.
Especially because they went a lot.
I feel like if they go for a time,
she's coming back. But okay, so my favorite teen drama, because I didn't really like teen dramas. I wouldn't have considered Buffy a teen drama until Ricky brought this topic up, and then I was like, oh yeah, it's totally a teen drama.
Yeah.
Totes.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
Go ahead, dude.
No, because I was gonna agree. Because I feel like when I think of teen dramas, I think of like the drama. You know what I mean? So like the shows that have all that drama and stuff. I mean, these other shows did have them, but they felt more like sci-fi or more.
What's up, Lance?
Or more this or that. So.
Hey, Lance! I was on Vampire Diaries in the background.
He was.
Oh,
he was.
I have no shame in saying I watched Vampire Diaries many years after it came out. And listen, Vampire Diaries is a whole vibe. But you know why we like Vampire Diaries? Because let me say something. When black people be watching something like that and we have a badass character like Bonnie Bennett and we got to watch her get dragged and still be a badass, we just yelling at the TV screen, screaming at the TV screen. Like, so what if y'all are watching in the comments, let us know what y'all's favorite teen dramas are and we'll talk about them on here. Also, if you have any questions for the panel, give us your questions, send us your questions, and we'll answer any questions you have about teen dramas, especially while Ricky's trying to get her connection together. Okay, so I have questions. What's your favorite teen drama, Julian?
My favorite teen drama? Okay, so this one actually was really hard, but I want to say it's Boy Meets World. I'm pretty sure that I watched
That's not a drama.
It's a dramedy. It's a dramedy because I have bawled my mother trucking eyes out to Boy Meets World on a very many number of occasions. At least that I remember. True. Like there are a lot of moments, and just like certain things, like you don't realize that. I mean, I guess like because the drama, the comedy like adds to it. That when they finally hit you with the drama, you're like, oh shit! But this is actually it. This actually is serious. They've been joking about it for like 3 episodes. Now they're gonna be serious about it in this one. You're like, oh shit! It kind of hits a little bit harder because you're like, oh, I've been joking about it the whole time, but really, I should be taking it a little bit more seriously than that. You know? That's what I really liked. I thought that's why it kind of hit harder, at least every once in a while. But that one was probably one of my strongest ones. That one, and then that one was probably my absolute top one.
Okay, take it away, Rakia.
Okay, so I'm gonna say mine, and then we'll go on. So if you guys know me, my favorite teen drama was Canadian because
Degrassi?
Because all the best teen dramas came from Canada.
Wait, we're talking specifically TV shows, right? We're not talking movies. Okay.
No.
All my favorite teen dramas were movies. 10 Things I Hate About You. She's All That.
Those are good. Yes, we'll have to talk about those another time though, because those were like, especially from the late 90s to early 2000s.
Yes.
Like those. My
favorite teen drama was actually as a movie. I'm off topic.
Yeah.
What's the one? Idle Hands.
I loved Idle Hands.
I was gonna see that one.
Idle Hands is so good.
I don't remember it exactly. I remember it and don't remember it. He killed people, right? Wasn't it?
It's when his hand got possessed by the devil.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yes. Okay, yes, I remember that one now.
Yes.
That was like pre-Honey. That was
out just out pre-Honey.
Yes.
Honey is like the time period benchmark. Like BC, it's like instead of BC, it's
no, because Honey was like at the time where it was like also the cheerleader / dance movies were really big with like Save the Last Dance and Bring It On, and one of my favorite movies like Center Stage. Look, I love it.
What was the other one? Take the lead. You Got Served. Oh God, that was.
yes.
You know what? To me though, the thing about Idle Hands that I like the best, it had one of my favorite horror movie kills in it ever. The scene where there were two girls. One was dressed as an angel and one was dressed as the devil, and they're like crawling through this crawl space trying to run from the devil hand that's at this point running loose. And so there's this fan that they're in, and they're in like the vents, and they're trying to get past the fan back into the hallway. So the angel, I think it's the angel, she takes off her heel and shoves it into the fan so that the blade is stuck against this pillar, and it's like and so she like lowers herself down using the I think the whip that was also serving as the devil's tail. When I say the devil, I mean the girl dressed as the devil.
Yeah.
So when the girl dressed as the devil tries to go down, the hand moves the freaking heel, and it winds her tail back up and sucks her into the fan. Yes! I was like, that's a kill for your hand. That is a kill. So yes.
Wasn't that also Devon Sawa?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Devon Sawa from Casper.
Yes.
Green was in there.
Oh yes.
Was in there.
We loved him for the long. I don't know why.
No, he was just cute.
He was
so cute.
Now in hindsight,
one of my first crushes.
Look, there like certain like blonde hair boys back then that they were just cute, and I can't help it.
How did Dawson's Creek make you feel grown?
I don't know, because I didn't hate Dawson's Creek. I didn't hate Dawson's Creek. I hated Dawson. I hated Dawson lyrics.
Okay, can we talk about Dawson's Creek really quick?
Yeah,
that was going to be one of mine.
Were you team Joey or were you team what's her name, Jennifer?
Never team Jennifer.
What was her name? Never. Jennifer. It was Jennifer.
Right? Jen. Yeah, team Jen.
I was team Jen.
Yeah.
Period. Boo. Like Joey. Like I wasn't really team Dawson, but of the two of them, I wanted him to go with her just because I wanted her to win. I wasn't a team. I was in Joey. Joey was annoying.
The thing is though, like I was so happy when Joey like got over Dawson, and because I was team Pacey.
Pacey.
Okay. Yes, I was team Pacey. Team Pacey, because Dawson was the biggest crybaby and the whine baby I've ever, one of the ones I've ever seen. So like I was like, F Dawson. We like Pacey here. I like Jen too by herself.
Wasn't this a groundbreaking show because of Kerr Smith's character?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think so.
It was like the first time a primetime show or something like that had a gay character do
had
something.
A mainstream
right.
Like,
And it was a big deal. Now, I know Kerr Smith from Charmed, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I knew him from this, but, like, when I think of Kerr Smith, I generally think of Charmed. But it was a big deal. Like, later on in the series, at first it was just the four of them. Then they had all these other side characters, which I couldn't keep up with. But I was glad that they put that in there, especially before it became, like, cool to put a gay character in your stuff. I was around 11, 12. That's black people when they say 5 if ages. One, like, I was around like 7, 10, 9, 13. I was around 11, 12 when it came out. And Dawson had
Lord.
I was about that age too when it first came out. I think so.
Y'all young. God.
Sorry.
Chris, you keep saying it like you're so old. You're not old.
You're not that old.
You are not old at all.
Okay, but I'm 35, so like I was like a teenager.
Girl, what? That is nothing. That is
okay. So I was a tween. What you're saying? Like I'm only like 2 or 3 years younger than you,
sir.
Dan Angel. It's been a minute since we seen you, Dan. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Damn.
Okay, so yes, Degrassi. Okay, so I love Degrassi simply
We need
because
to have Dan back on the show.
Yes.
He's cool.
Yeah.
So with Degrassi, I was literally the same age as Degrassi, the next generation. So that was like, if you watch Degrassi, that's like Emma, Manny Santos, which Manny Santos is my girl. Love Manny Santos. Don't talk smack about Manuela
I don't even know
Santos.
who this is.
Anyway,
I didn't watch Degrassi show.
I love Degrassi, but like those two girls, they were like literally the same age as me, and their characters were the same age as me. Like that's like one of the few shows where the teenagers were actually teenagers, not 20-somethings playing teenagers.
No,
like
that's
you,
like Boy Meets World.
Thank you. Right. So I literally grew up with those characters. Like I was going to college. I started freshman year of college the same year as Emma and Manny started their freshman year of college. Like I literally grew up with those characters. So like I love Degrassi, and it's one of those things. Like there was so much that went on. Like there was Jimmy getting shot, JT getting stabbed. There was, things with drugs, abortion, adoption,
But you like those
abuse.
teen dramas. You like those teen dramas that like hit on all the like hard.
They go there. That was literally their phrase. They go there.
They go there.
They go there. That is literally their phrase. They go there. So like it was so I loved it, and like there was a bunch of other Canadian teen dramas that I enjoyed. Like if you were watching like before Freeform became ABC Family, and then it was like Fox Family. Yeah. It had like Edgemont, which was literally like a show. Yes, Canada, and like it had what's her name, Kristen Crook.
Yeah,
but way before she was in Smallville, she was in the show called Edgemont, and that was such a good show. I loved that show. But I was like, I didn't always have cable, so like
wasn't she also like one of those celebrity moms indicted to like paying off to getting their kids into college?
No, she was in a sex cult.
That's what it was. It was sex trafficking.
Yeah, sex trafficking. Yeah. So that's just different. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Our support of her just dwindles a little bit.
she made a comeback. She was still rocking with the CW for a good bit with like what's called Beast, I think. It was like a show for Beauty and the Beast. So like there was that.
She was.
So Lance just said like he never got into Degrassi. Skin was his show. I loved UK Skins. The American one was trash. The UK skin was great, but the American one was trash. It was trash. I think there was like some folks that were on the UK skins that eventually made it to Game of Thrones.
Wasn't the UK skins first?
Yeah.
Before, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, and I got into skins because it was on old school Netflix. Like,
yes,
way before it got
like on Netflix
super big.
Way back in the day.
Way back when. Well, I think it's still on there now, but like it was on Netflix, and then like MTV decided they wanted to do an American version. I was like, why? When the UK one is right here and it's much better.
Well, you know how America is. Like Captain America, they have to make their own bootleg, trashy ass version of things. Right. So.
Oh yes,
Misfits count.
I'm pretty sure it's on. It was on the list of teen dramas when I was looking up teen dramas.
Yeah, I think it does. Listen, I was introduced to Misfits through like Tumblr and all the GIFs or GIFs, whoever you want to say.
I haven't seen Misfits.
Okay.
You know what Misfits? Yeah.
You know why I haven't seen Misfits though?
Why?
I'm low key like. Ooh, I'm about to get in trouble.
I'm
low key like. Do it. Get in trouble. Lose your job. Lose your company. Go do it. I'm low key critical of British things.
Anglophobe.
Okay.
I'm an Anglophobe. I'm an Anglophobe. I mean, I might be. Look, I might be.
Oh my God.
I might
the UK is so oppressed. Oh my God.
Right. I might be an Anglophobe. Right. But I'm low key like I go back and forth because there's one British show that I love called Crazy Heads.
I haven't seen that.
Ooh, it sucks because they were only gonna do one season. It's so good.
It's also
and it's
like
got
a
a black
one, right?
It's got a black woman as the lead, well, one of the leads, and she's like an integral part of the whole story. She's dumb, stupid. She's also black and she's plus sized. So like when Britain does stuff like that, I'm just like
Michaela Cole though. What was her first show? Bubblegum?
I don't even know who that is.
Michaela Cole? Oh, let me look her up.
Don't you hate when you tell somebody you don't know something and they just repeat it?
No. Look, could you do that shit to me too? Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that.
As if you repeating is supposed to be. Oh!
Now that's right.
Sometimes you need the extra, the repetition to remember.
Okay.
That's sometimes you need the repetition to remember. No. So like Michaela Cole, she had one show that was they showed on Netflix. I think it's called Bubblegum. I can't remember I can't remember. And then she had recently had another one on HBO, like I Could Destroy You, I think. Apparently that did really well, was critically acclaimed, but like they got
I Could Destroy You, was you talking about the writer of I Could Destroy You?
Yes. Michaela Cole.
Okay, I know who she is.
Yeah. Yes. British. Hello.
Chris, stop it, please.
Look.
Michaela Cole.
Hello.
What are you talking about? Michaela Cole? Who is that?
Look, don't do me.
No, you're right, Ricky, because when you say it again with a different octave, that always triggers. That always gives you what you need.
I hate you.
It always does.
I hate you.
But I'm gonna say this though. Like, I think to me, the reason I like a good old teen drama, but I don't like a good old teen drama because I wasn't in Veronica Mars, I was in Smallville.
Yeah.
You were.
Oh,
I was not into Veronica
listen.
Mars.
Whatever you just did, don't do that again, because your mic just fritzed a little bit.
He was so upset he messed with his mic.
Your mic just fritzed a little bit.
Started like.
I feel like this, like Veronica Mars. Everybody like I didn't get into what's her name, Kristen
Bell.
Kristen Bell.
Was my best
I didn't get into Kristen
She's
Bell.
My best friend.
You don't know her, Chris.
No, she is my freaking best friend. We don't know each other.
You don't. Okay, so pause right there. You don't know her.
But we could be best friends. Like, look, I just know that if we could spend like 2 minutes together, we would be the best of friends. Like,
her
best friend. Guess what, Chris? I feel the same way about Beyonce.
Look,
but
her and Anna Kendrick.
He still ain't got a box yet.
But I still don't have a box.
We need our little friend group. And we're gonna have it.
No, Chris, listen. Just like Ricky just said, I feel the same way about Beyonce. My Ivy Park has yet to come in the mail.
Has yet to come.
So I mean, let's be clear. I mean, and I'm not gonna buy it because she's sending me mine. She just it's on back order.
So,
it's on back order.
It's on back order. It would be wise to get a restraining order now.
Period.
Why
would you gotta do him like that? No.
Kristen
but let me say this. The thing about it is with like I didn't get into Kristen Kriuk until Heroes. I'm sorry, not Kriuk. Kristen Bell until Heroes.
She was on Heroes.
She was in
Yes. Kristen Bell was in Heroes, and Chris, whatever you're yelling into the mic, and then your mic is going that, and then I have to fix that later when we do the audio. And I don't know how to fix that because I'm not that astute.
Bring it down a few octaves.
Bitch, no you didn't. No you didn't. You're just saying that to make me mad. I'm about to stop being your friend.
Dondre, friend of the show, says he's got his Ivy Pod bar.
Listen, Dondre, our friendship is at risk. If you got a free box and if you pay for it, don't play games with my emotions. But if you got a free box and I didn't, I don't fuck with you no more. Period. Period. Poo. But I'm gonna say this though. I feel like this. In Heroes, which it wasn't really a team, it had team drama elements though. Mm-hmm. Like the whole cheerleader story and that dude, like that was team drama-ish. But Kristen Bell and that's what made me like Kristen Bell. I didn't get into Veronica Mars. I didn't get into I like teen comedies more than teen dramas. Like That's a Raven.
I do love that. I love That's a Raven.
When I think of teen dramas, I literally can only think of like Dawson's Creek and Degrassi.
Okay,
and Buffy. Oh, you said Roswell too.
Yes, Roswell. So let's talk about some of
Roswell.
those supernatural sci-fi ones. So like
Roswell, Vampire Diaries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna take Buffy out because we always know whenever we do this, Buffy wins. Mm-hmm. Taking Buffy out of the conversation, not taking them out, concluding that they're the winner. Who is second place for best supernatural teen drama?
Smallville.
Or no, it's Smallville.
Get started. Let me know. Lance, don't get started if you don't agree with me.
Look, that's what the comments
if you don't agree with me, just don't get started. I'm just
Yeah, because he's right. Because Veronica Mars. If you don't watch Veronica Mars again, Duryea, I have all of it. I will see
again. Listen, Chris. In order to watch Veronica Mars again, I will have had to watch it the first time. But I saw the commercial and I said, "Not for me."
Right,
bitch. I will send you each and every season. I will send both of y'all each and every season.
I know.
So good.
Look, I love.
Lance, though, which Roswell, the newer one or the original?
Fuck that new one.
Because that original one, look, the boy who was the main. Hey, look at that.
Oh, he was those ears.
Ooh,
yes. What was his name? Oh my god, I loved him. He was in the episode of Buffy. He was in an episode of season 1 of Buffy.
Dondre, are you really trying to ruin our friendship on national internet?
Yeah, he is. They were on another show. Didn't they do a crossover of Roswell with another show? One time, or
I don't think so.
Maybe it was that Buffy episode that I'm thinking of. Where
so like he was on like an early season, like season 1 of Buffy, as like one of her friends from her old school that came to visit. But like I think he was a vampire. He wanted to be a vampire. That was what he was.
Yes!
So that
he
had
was the
nothing
one who wanted to get turned.
Yes. So his character in Buffy has nothing to do with what he was in Roswell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does Merlin count as a period teen drama? I don't know. I've never seen Merlin.
I think so.
It could. Actually, yeah, it does.
Technically a teenager.
Yeah, I would say so.
I wouldn't have thought of that one.
Yeah.
And I didn't see that.
Sabrina, Runaways, I was going to say Sabrina is on my list. Both the old one and the new.
Yes. I like the Runaways. If you watch Runaways on Hulu, that's technically part of the Marvel universe, but I like that one. I enjoyed that.
I heard it was good.
But no, I did not. I refused to watch Roswell, New Mexico due to one of the writers.
Problematic?
Yes. They came from Vampire Diaries, and like I have my issues with Vampire Diary writers and their writing staff in general. So because I didn't watch that one. I don't watch Legacies. Like I refuse to watch Legacies.
I tried to watch that first episode. Let me tell you what got me not into Legacies. So I was watching the first episode of Legacies, and there was this scene where they were like outside watching a sporting event or some sort. Hold up. Look, I done gained a little muscular poundage. Don't do me. I'm going here to quit it right now. You don't want this smoke. I don't care where you from. Anyway, so they had this little outdoor sporting event, and basically they were using magic, but they were using like CGI magic. And the thing that I loved about the Vampire Diaries and the originals, they never used CGI magic. Their magic was all fire and wind and blood, and it was never CGI, and that's what I loved about it. So now you're going to introduce CGI magic into this world and without explanation. Like they're creating fireworks and stuff like that, and I'm just like, make it make sense though, boo. Like make it make sense. At least if you're gonna open the door to CGI magic, don't just do it. Make it a thing. Like, oh, there's this witch who's super powerful. Like make it a thing. So honestly, I didn't make it past that scene. I said, nope, not for me. And then also, I don't like how they were a little political. I don't like how they were fetishizing those black boys on that show. Look, I think sometimes white people feel like it's a compliment to tell people of other colors that they want to fuck them. Listen, it's not an insult, but it's not a compliment necessarily. It's like okay, but do you want to have sex with me because I'm attractive or because I'm this race?
It's not right. Cute. Also, my issue with the
I didn't like that, but that's why I didn't like the Legacies. My
issue with the Legacies, and so what I've gotten from my fandom friends on the Twitter sphere, I I like Cobra Kai is good. It's really good. So I'm excited for the next season of that. Is that they just recently had a musical episode.
That's how I imagine him saying it. Like,
but that's how I feel too. With the claps, that's how I feel too. But
it's
trash. But like they had a musical episode with talking about the beginning of like the Vampire Diaries lore with Elena and Stefan meeting.
Who had a musical episode?
Legacies, like a couple episodes back. Yes.
Really?
But did not mention a damn thing about Bonnie Bennett. What
Listen,
the F
I saw
are you
some of those
doing?
videos about the disrespect she'd had to deal with.
Yes, thank you. I was going to send you to you. I promise you.
I already got him. Julie Plec. Listen, and watch. I was about to say some horrible shit just now.
Julie Plec, Caitlin Dries. What's her name? She was writing for the Batgirl recently, but she left. I got smoke for you.
That poor show. They struggling on the ratings.
Look,
child.
I got smoke for you. Let me catch you in Atlanta one day. I got smoke for y'all. Anyways, continue.
I think that it's important to understand that teen dramas are necessary. Here's a teen drama that's teen-ish drama that I haven't watched in its entirety, but what I have seen of it, I really enjoy. Grownish.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I like Grownish. First of all, I have like, is it inappropriate for me to have a crush on Hallie and Chloe?
No, I have a crush on Hallie and Chloe.
I have a crush on Hallie and Chloe. Mm-hmm. More so Hallie than Chloe, but on them together. Because I feel like when they siblings, you got to pick one, and it's rude to have a crush on both. You know what I'm saying? So I have my preference. But if it is okay for me to have a crush on both, I have a crush on both.
Right.
I also like Yara Shahidi. Mm-hmm. What I like about Yara Shahidi is that she's doing her whole entertainment thing while also doing her whole education thing. I think that sends a great message to people who are Black and who want to get into this world of entertainment to understand that, like, it's okay to have a brain and be beautiful and be talented. Mm-hmm. You don't have to pick, right? Also, they did an episode recently. I didn't see the whole episode, but I saw clips of it. And the clips there was the two Black dudes and this guy who was, I'm not sure if his race, he looked possibly Latinx. And they were talking about him having a threesome. And he goes, he basically mentioned that he had a threesome with his girlfriend and a dude. And the Black dudes didn't take it well. And then I saw that clip. And I saw a clip later where the Black dudes were basically saying, like, they apologize. Hey, panel, what y'all doing Tuesday nights? Don't do that on here, Danny.
Watch Rem Alternis.
I'll tell y'all after this. I will tell y'all after this. Danny, don't get blocked. Don't get on national internet. I will tell y'all after this.
Are we not watching Rem Alternis?
See, look, you done did a thing, Danny. I hope you're laughing too. I hope it's funny.
I'm sorry.
I hope it's funny. I hope you get a good goddamn laugh. Anyway, so at the end of the episode, it showed like the teens having this conversation about accepting of bisexuality and homophobia and all this other stuff. And I'm like, yes, let's have that. Let's have that conversation, especially in a majority Black space, because in my opinion, Black people, and I can only speak for Black people. I'm not saying it's only Black people, but I'm saying in the community that I'm in, we have a very hard time accepting male bisexuality as legitimate. And I love that. And just in the kind of issues that they deal with on there, like, what do you do when your best friend sleeps with your ex? Like, I'm like, those are things adults deal with. What are you talking about? Like, because if my best friend sleep with my ex, best friend,
where?
Best friend, how?
Best friend, where?
What do you mean?
Honestly, they wouldn't be your best friend if they didn't in the first place.
Listen, first of all, most of my best friends are straight. So if they sleeping with one of my exes, we got a lot.
Wasn't that a line from a movie, Chris?
Yeah, that's from
Mean Girls.
That's against
what was the line?
rules of feminism.
That was Gretchen's line. Gretchen Wiener. And the only reason why
heiress of the toaster strudel.
Right. The only reason why I remember that was because the kids and I, like, for some reason, we were listening to the musical soundtrack for Mean Girls,
The last song is on the soundtrack for Mortal Kombat. That song is amazing.
Crazy. So like we were listening to that on like the way home from somewhere, and like they were like, I want to watch Mean Girls. I'm like, yeah, there's a movie, but it's not really kid appropriate. But
it's not really for any of y'all.
No, I mean, it was very clear to me while I was watching it with them. I was like, wow, this really is not appropriate. We don't call people bitches, guys. Just so y'all know, don't let me hear you call anybody bitches. Or I'm gonna snatch you up. So, you know.
But while we're talking about the genre of teen dramas that may not be TV shows but movies, like that one.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
As a drama, like a teen drama, I would tell you.
Are we saying that's a drama?
I mean, it's a dramedy.
It's a dramedy.
I mean, it's a comedy, but okay.
There's
yeah,
drama.
Right. It's a comedy, but there's drama. There's drama.
I think we're reaching, child. I think we're reaching, Chris. I think we're reaching.
If you're saying she's all that, because that's also
a drama.
Comedy.
That's a drama.
Comedy drama.
That's a drama. No, it's a drama.
Comedy.
That's a drama. Listen, you don't make me do you on this internet because I will do you. All right, you're getting done. There was a whole dead mother monologue where the father came down the stairs and tried to tell her that she didn't have to like live as a recluse because she missed her mother. There was all of that. There was the whole scene about her coming to terms with her beauty because she didn't like herself. Listen, that was a drama. With what was funny? Let's talk about the hilarious moments in that movie. Let's talk about them. What were the funny moments of that movie?
The guy that played Shaggy.
Her boyfriend. Yeah, he was comedic relief.
Oh.
He wasn't, and I'm in the negative way. What I'm saying is, you don't need comedic relief in a comedy. Everybody's funny. Mm-hmm. You literally cast Matthew Lillard to be the funny guy in a drama. She's All That is definitely a drama.
Mm.
It was not a comedy.
Points were made.
Okay, points were made.
Listen, when he came down the stairs, when the father came down the stairs and talked to her about like how he misses the mother too, I said, this is a drama. Period. Like, she's dealing with a whole dead parent as a teenager and being the oldest sibling. And she's not only the oldest sibling, she's also the oldest woman. So her dead mother puts like the pressure on her to not only be her brother's mother, but not in any nasty way, but her father's, I don't want to say wife, but basically making sure that she takes care of her father too. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So at the end of the day,
caretaker. She's the ultimate caretaker.
That's why she couldn't have a life. That's why she couldn't be beautiful, even though she was beautiful. She couldn't go to these things, and she had so much guilt. I see you, Chris. She had so much guilt.
But as a question, but as a question though, did you get like really great acting moments from this movie? Like you got really great.
Pause and took away. Now I'm about to read you. Chris, Jordan. I'm sorry. Jordan! I thought you was gonna be in the room over there. I'm in a whole live stream right now. No, but I didn't know. Listen, I'm sorry, child.
No. Turn on the camera.
Oh my God.
Turn it on and introduce yourself. Turn it on and introduce yourself.
But I didn't mute the camera.
No, you had a whole man on your phone with a deep voice talking on the screen. No, because you be doing that.
Why are we so chaotic and unprofessional on this live stream? I try so hard to be professional, and we just never make it.
I can't. Like,
so I now realize your green screen is it's like a pop up. Yeah. Oh, I love it. I mean, I can't see it because I see the effect on it.
Yes, it literally goes in the back of my chair, and I like it. I do it to be fancy, and sometimes it's awesome. Just
what were we talking about?
Good acting scenes and
okay. So this is the issue I have with you, Chris. At the end of the day, as an actor, you need to know and understand. You know this, right? You know this. Okay. You can't delegate good acting to only dramas because actually, in my opinion, it is much harder to do comedy than drama.
Yes. No, 100%.
So, having said that, you saying that because there weren't any like great acting moments in She's All That it wasn't a drama.
Little Kim gave it her all. Thank you.
Little Kim was acting her ass off. Okay,
it was a question.
Little Kim was doing all the reactions in the background.
It was a question.
She gave it her all.
question.
Okay, so were there great acting moments in She's All That? I think Rachel Lee Cook did an excellent job in her part.
She was in her bag.
She did.
I think she did great.
No bones about it. She did great.
Was she Meryl Streep? No. Was she even Loretta Devine? No, she wasn't. Okay, but listen, I'm so ready for her to get her flowers. Let's not even get on Loretta Devine because I'll talk about Loretta Devine for an hour and a half. I'm so ready for her to get her flowers. Right.
Yes, I am chaotic neutral. That's the ADHD. So sorry.
I told you that I was like geeking out about like the concert version of Dreamgirls, but I've also been like totally geeking out about the original cast too because I've been watching all of the videos of the original cast with and Shirley Ralph and Jennifer Holliday.
Hey, Destiny.
Hey, Destiny. I'm so mad that you got a shirt before I did, ma'am.
Oh, y'all gonna stop trying to embarrass me on the national internet. I'm telling y'all right
Destiny
now.
Got a
because I'm from Atlanta and I like smoke. Okay, don't do it. I'm gonna tell you this. This is why Destiny got a shirt since we're talking about it. Side note, shirts are available for Bonelli Media. I'll bring one out in a second and show you guys. They're not available yet, but they will be available soon. So the day I was actually, it's so weird. The day I was actually designing them, she hits me up like, you should sell t-shirts. And I was like, oh, I'm designing them right now. Let me see. I showed her. She's like, I want one. And she paid for one.
It would have been a real quick link to the group chat. That's all I'm saying.
This is what I'm about to get mad. Rakia, where's your Geeking Out shirt?
In the laundry.
You have a Geeking Out shirt.
I do.
Where's mine?
Did you want me to pay for yours?
I'm just saying, I'm not mad at you because you didn't get me a Geeking Out shirt. You ain't got a whole mug. You ain't got a whole Geeking Out mug.
No. You asked, and I said, do you want the shirt? You ain't said nothing about, hey, here's $20, or I would have gotten your shirt.
You didn't even ask me about the shirt.
Look,
I found out about the Geeking Out shirt when you put it in the group chat, when you had it at your house, and you found out about the Bonelli shirts when I had it at the house.
No. I told you about the Geekin' Out shirt when I first designed it and put that shit on Canva. And
Rakia is a lie. Rakia is a lie.
Don't make me go through the group chat history, Duryea. I will scroll through this bitch. I will scroll.
You're not gonna do that much scrolling. That's a lot of scrolling. Until I see a receipt, it didn't happen. Anyway, so at the end of the day, I feel like this.
She's like, test me now. I got a whole hour left.
When it comes to teen dramas, I feel like She's All That is a teen drama. Especially like the scene where Jodie Lynn O'Keefe poured the drink on. Oh, we lost a member. When Jodie Lynn O'Keefe poured the drink on Rachel Lee Cook in the party, that was triggering for me.
Wait a minute. Wasn't she in Vampire Diaries too as Jo?
Jodie Lynn O'Keefe was in a lot of stuff. Jodie Lynn O'Keefe was in Vampire Diaries. She was in Hit the Floor.
Yes, I remember Hit the Floor. It just clicked to me that she played Jo, the what's her name? The Parker, one of the Parker kids.
You talking about one of the Gemini twins?
Yes, the Gemini Covenant. Yeah. Yes.
Let's talk about this, especially now that Chris knows. I'm gonna say no. This is why I'm gonna say no. I don't even know if Dondre's still watching. This is why I'm gonna say no. Because they didn't really give what a teen drama was supposed to give. They didn't talk about coming of age, first time having sex, first time dealing with drugs. They didn't get into all of that because it was a whole Saturday morning cartoon. So we can't give X-Men. No. We can't give X-Men Evolution a teen drama.
No, because honestly though, because they really didn't have to focus on that. Yes, they were teens, but they spent so much working on actual content from cartoons. They didn't need to.
But I really love the fact that they decided to make my favorite thing about X-Men Evolution was making Wolverine and Storm and Beast adults.
Yeah.
And the rest of them students. I love that. That was what made the dynamic for me. However, Vampire Diaries as a teen drama. Here's the thing about Vampire Diaries that I feel like they were teens. It was a drama. However, they didn't deal with enough teen stuff for me.
Yeah.
I feel like other than Caroline's mother dying, they didn't deal with a lot of the stuff they dealt with had to deal with dating, but everybody dates, right?
Yeah.
They didn't deal with a lot of this is what it's like to go from being a child to a mother, to an adult. Other than Caroline, Caroline's story was tough. Caroline and Bonnie they all had really tough stories, but it was more about, to me, with Elena, her story never, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say a thing.
Do it.
Elena, no flex on Nina Dobrev, because she, in my opinion, acted her ass off that whole series.
Yeah.
Her character had no growth.
Nope.
None. Her character was the same person in the first episode that she was in the last episode. And it's crazy that the producers laud her character as this this pinnacle of everything is. Of course they do, and that's why they didn't change her. That's why she never grew. The other characters were more realistic because they were actual people and they had to go through things. And then when all these things happened to her character and they never affected her, it made her change and grow.
Right.
Other than her becoming a vampire.
Oh, Glee.
But with Glee, God, tier, guilty pleasure, teen drama for the guys. Glee was everything when it comes to a teen drama. Glee is the definition. I'm sorry. Glee is the definition of a teen drama.
It was. Oh, bitch. Oh, she got the receipt.
Amazing.
Let's see.
She got the receipts and then she went away.
I don't
know the hell you did
happened,
not.
What happened?
Wow.
Ricky, what happened?
Wow.
She's like, you went there.
Ricky, your camera went off. How your camera go off, Ricky?
Wow.
How your camera go off?
It be your own friends too. It be your own friends.
Yeah, you gotta do better.
It be your own co-panelist.
Update your software.
Ooh, it be your own co-panelist. Oh my God.
I can't help because you got that 1994 Windows. Okay, get them out.
It's a 2020 MacBook Air. Thank you very much.
Update your software, boo.
If
your camera's now functioning, that's not my fault. Anyway, we were talking about Glee. Glee, to me, first of all, let's talk about Amber Riley for a second since we're talking about Glee. Amber Riley is the definition of everything.
Everything.
How you
the most
first of all, you thick,
character on
you're
that
beautiful,
show.
Your skin is flawless.
And you can sing.
You can sing. The acting was there. And we're not talking about you can hit high notes. We're not talking about you can do a riff here and there. We're not talking about your tone is beautiful. We're literally talking about open your mouth and I'm present. Period.
Right.
Whatever. You could sing 5 low notes and I'm sitting over here melting. Yeah. Amber Riley is everything.
She is everything.
Was literally the most underutilized character on that show. It was
utilized character, voice, all of that, because we know that she could sing down better than Rachel Berry.
Having said that, let me tell you my issues with Glee. So y'all are saying that Amber Riley was the most underutilized character on the show. This is my issue. The producers knew they were underutilizing her, so much so that they made it a goddamn storyline.
Mm-hmm.
That's what kills me. Y'all think that we want the storyline. If y'all are making the storyline how much y'all undervalue the black woman who's better, and y'all make that a storyline, that makes me mad because y'all think that's what we want. We don't want a storyline about how
we want you to actually use her.
We just want you to use her.
Use her. See her.
Make her a main character, and she was a main character, but
she wasn't a main character. She was, but she was. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna stand this, and some people might disagree. And if you out there, please put it in the comments. Amber Riley is the best singer on the planet. Period.
She is
got it.
So
I don't think anybody good. when I tell you, if you put anything, any song, any style, I feel like if you put it in front of her, she's gonna sing it down. It's her and then Kiki Wyatt, and I stand by that. I'm sorry.
If you listen to any of her solo stuff, she's got and she was in she did Dreamgirls too in UK.
London Cast. Have you read London Cast?
Now that's the one thing I hate to say this. I hate to contradict myself. Even though I think Amber Riley is the best singer on the planet, I did not like her Effie. This is why.
Okay.
I feel I'm about to tell you why I don't think I like her Effie.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like Amber Riley. Okay, let's be clear. When Jennifer Hudson did Effie, she revolutionized that character. Now people don't even sing the version of "And I'm Telling You" that Jennifer Holliday sang. They sing Jennifer Hudson's version.
That's true.
And so Amber Riley, being the vocal mega how she is, knowing all the notes and choices that go through her head, when she did Effie, I think she intentionally tried not to do anything close to Jennifer Hudson, and that was a mistake to me because the choices that she, like, if you listen to hers, sometimes it's like you made that choice to intentionally not do what Jennifer Hudson did, but that choice wasn't as good. Yeah. You should have just did what Jennifer Hudson did right there.
Okay, I heard that also, but I wasn't as mad because
I wasn't mad at it. I just wish she would have just been like, Amber, look, just it's okay if you
just sing it. Just sing it, girl.
Just sing it. Like, listen, if you're an artist and another artist does something that is great, just admit that it's great and do that shit.
Just borrow.
Like, just borrow it.
Okay.
Like, Amber was doing enough other stuff to justify that she was doing enough different stuff to where people wouldn't say she was biting off of Jennifer Hudson. Right. Like, her version of Listen, her and the actress who played Dina, Listen, they took Listen and they made it a duet between Effie and Dina. The most brilliant thing I've ever seen in my life. And her and that woman who played Dina, who is also a beast, they sang that down. And I'm just like, look, just sing. If Jennifer Hudson goes, she put a lot of high notes in, and I'm telling you, that weren't there. Just do those notes, Amber. We know you can hit them.
Yes. But also, Dan Angel, Alex Newell, yes. Love Alex.
She all right. She all right.
Okay, so Alex played what was he was
unique.
Yes, unique. So
she was unique.
She was unique.
I'm sorry to interrupt. That is one thing I really love that they televised her transition.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That and they also let it mirror the coach's transition. That's one thing about Ryan Murphy. Like, he's not always on the nose,
right?
And he's a white man, so of course he's problematic at times. I'm sorry, but he is. But I'm sorry, Chris, you a white man too, but I didn't say nothing about you.
But we love you.
I didn't say nothing about you. What I'm saying is,
I'm problematic. I can be. I know.
I think that Ryan Murphy does his best. Let's be clear, he's a wealthy white man who's, I'm not gonna say he's like cisgender, but he's masculine. He's generally masculine.
Right now, if he wanted to put out a show, they're gonna give it to him.
But he utilizes that privilege to put disabled people on film, Asian people on film, gay people on film, black people on film. He brought Angela Bassett Angela Bassett has never set foot on that motherfucking TV show set. What do you mean? I'm Angela Bassett. You know what I'm saying? And
got a few seasons of her.
He put her on 3 different seasons and then gave her her own TV show.
Right,
and
then we got Pose. We got Pose because of him too.
Pose, yeah. So I feel like, listen, Pose. That's why when he does and says problematic stuff, like, because I feel like this, as a person with privilege, especially the way that the world works, it's really hard to avoid not saying or doing something that's problematic. It's really, and I don't think the goal is to not do problematic things. The goal is to identify when you do them and move forward, but still using your privilege to do positive things. Ryan Murphy, that's why I say Glee is the epitome of a teen drama, because Glee didn't just focus on pretty white kids.
Right.
Glee didn't focus on, I mean, even though I was like mad that they made the whole like, oh, I'm the black girl, I'm getting overshadowed by the white girl, a storyline. At the same time, to contradict myself, I'm happy that they did that because that's the truth.
Right.
That's the truth that very talented black people are going to have to face when they're out here in the world. Same thing with Santana. Same thing, like her whole story about marrying a woman. I love seeing like this idea of these women who are lesbians coming to terms with their sexuality and becoming and getting married. Like, I really think Glee, to me, it had comedy, it had drama, teen pregnancy, disabled people. It had
adoption, and
everything. It really touched on so many things. Was it perfect all the way through? No. Were there some dry seasons? But was the singing? But I really agreed with what they were trying to do and the legacy that they left. However, I'm going to say this. It might be unpopular. Glee should have just ended when the main cast graduated.
I agree.
It should have ended at season 3. I feel like season 3.
So, like, you remember, like, when, like, so for those.
Is season 3 when they graduated?
I feel like it was 3 or 4.
Yeah.
One of those.
So like, you remember when Glee came out and like that was the thing in college? It was just to sit, like, get together on Glee night and sit and watch, and it'd be like the
Everybody
biggest
would
thing.
watch Glee together. I never was in those.
Yes, I remember.
I mean, like we were all like the three of us were on the fine arts campus. Like that's some quirky shit that we did.
No.
But like we did that, and like I remember like probably towards the end of me when I graduated from college, like not really being into it as much. By season 4, like when they graduated, I was done with it. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
But okay, so next question though. One more question, I think. The guilty pleasure of teen drama.
Guilty pleasure.
Right. So like honestly, like at our big age, like all of it should be guilty pleasure. But
13 Reasons Why, probably.
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
That's a really good one, by the way. As far as
I found no pleasure in 13 Reasons Why. Like it was just.
I can't watch that. I can't watch that.
I say it because
if Trigger Warning was a TV show, it's 13 Reasons Why.
Right.
That's the one.
Right.
I guess maybe Teen Wolf would probably be mine.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be good.
Teen Wolf is very teeny drama. Like,
so.
Yeah,
so Dondra had brought up like Euphoria and the Fosters, which reminded me of Freeform.
Euphoria.
Heaven.
Yeah.
Okay,
this
is what we were talking about before.
Heaven. Listen, what was the name of the oldest brother in Seventh Heaven?
Matt.
His fine ass.
Yes.
Girl, oh my God.
We used to love him.
It was a guilty pleasure because they would talk about religion and Bibles and shit. I was just looking at him like, oh my God, like,
oh my God,
please teach me.
It's that floppy hair. That floppy hair. Just
in the 90s, the white boy with the floppy hair, that was everything. Hanson did it. That was
everybody did it.
The older brother on Boy Meets World, that was the thing. If you were the white boy with the floppy hair, then you could get
all the girls loved you. All the girls loved the floppy hair.
That was the 90s.
So
what was the one kid's name? Sorry.
What? Who?
Justin Taylor Thomas.
JTT.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Have y'all seen that meme? There's a meme out there where it's Jonathan Taylor Thomas sitting on a couch with Tim Allen, and it basically says, do you know that Jonathan Taylor Thomas is now the same age as Tim Allen when he started that show? It was one of those do you want to feel old memes. Yes, I feel old now. Thank you.
I feel very old.
I feel old.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Yeah, all of us who just went like
Destiny. Dawson's Creek was your guilty pleasure. Dawson's Creek was whack.
What? Look,
Dawson's Creek
so that makes it a perfect guilty pleasure then.
No. Okay. So my guilty pleasure was Secret Life of the American Teenager. That was my guilty pleasure. Like, it was completely ridiculous. What was her name? Shanae? No, not Shanae. She was in the Divergence series. Yes. So, and she's done pretty well since she's left that show. But the whole idea of this teenage girl getting pregnant by the bad boy who's in with this bad girl and this one like Jesus loving girl, and like it was such a ridiculous mess, and I watched it religiously. Like the acting was awful, but I watched it religiously. You could not tell me to miss an episode of that show. I love it.
I've got the same kind of guilty pleasure. I've got the same kind. Gossip Girl.
Yes.
Was my life. I loved.
I love y'all. I love y'all, Augusta. Hey, Marlo and Terry. That's my cousins.
Question: Serena or Blair?
Who's Serena?
Serena was the it girl,
Mm-hmm.
and Blair was like her BFF, but also was like trying to be the it girl the whole time. But it was always Blair for me. I always liked Blair better because Blair was just like underhanded and just I mean, she had that edge, and Serena just seemed too cool for school, like too effortless. Like I just felt like Serena just didn't have to work at all for it, and I appreciated Blair's like drive and Blair's struggle.
Secret Circle was underrated.
Let's be honest. I'm sorry.
That was a good show.
Secret Circle.
That was a good show.
Listen, you're talking about the master of like. I love anything witchy. I love anything supernatural.
Anything witchy.
However, I could
show.
not get past the first episode of Secret Circle. I was done.
What?
I couldn't do it. I could not get past the first episode. Child, I was like, I said, who are these people telling me I should watch this? Why? Maybe it got better, but I just honestly, it's crazy because I hated Phoebe Tonkin after the first episode. I hated her.
Oh,
and it wasn't until she showed up on Vampire Diaries.
On Vampire Diaries,
she got better. She did.
I hated her so. And I mean, you know, sometimes an actor just does their part so well that you just hate them so much.
Professor Umbridge.
Professor Umbridge, yes.
Right?
Whoever
Phoebe Tonkin is Australian?
Yeah.
Super Australian.
Listen, I'm sorry. Australians can get it. Australians can get it. I don't care what they look like as long as they're talking to me.
So her and the girl that played Rebecca Michelson, they were on a show in Australia called H2O. Like they were like the girls that turned into mermaids. It was an Australian show. Like way back when.
Lance, exactly. But okay.
But wait, so PJ, hey PJ, we miss you.
Hey PJ.
My so-called life, yes. That was the
life is wet.
I was gonna say, wait, is Moesha a teen drama?
That's comedy.
It's a sitcom, but Moesha to me definitely had dramatic moments.
Yes, it definitely had dramatic.
It rides that line.
This is the thing. Like, you look at something like Sister had dramatic moments, but to me it was generally comedy. Moesha definitely had a lot of dramatic arcs.
Right. So I'm upset that you said that about my so-called life. So I'm just gonna take this.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rikia. I don't bullshit people. If something's whack, I'm generally just gonna say it's whack and move on. Is that okay? Can I just be honest about things that are whack?
Isn't that an opinion?
My so-called life. Listen, that sounds whack. Just the title. You know what is a good my guilty pleasure teen drama. Y'all about to live right now. Y'all about to live. Pretty Little Motherfucking Liars.
Ooh, girl.
Hey, period.
Ooh.
Period.
Ooh.
Period. First of all, Bianca Lawson showing up. Bianca Lawson. Oh wow. Bianca Lawson showing up. Her whole 17-year-old ass playing 18-year-old.
Right.
Believably.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Black don't crack. Secondly, and y'all know that's Beyonce's stepsister, right?
Yes.
Clear.
What?
Okay.
No, I didn't. What?
Yeah, Beyonce's mother, after she got divorced from. Okay, so Beyonce's father had an affair and had a child during wedlock, right? Mm-hmm. And then her mother and him got a divorce, and then her mother ended up marrying an actor named Richard Lawson, who is Bianca Lawson's father.
Right.
So now Bianca
Richard
Lawson
is also an
Beyonce,
actor.
I'm so glad that I got to be the one to break that news to you.
Wow.
Bianca Lawson and Beyonce are both stepsisters now, two of the most beautiful people to exist on the planet.
It's been like 5 or 6 years though.
Yeah, they've been stepsisters for a while.
Yeah.
Chris, I'm so thoroughly enjoying your response right now. It makes me feel so joyful and gleeful. Yes.
I'm about to cry.
I love this.
Anyway, so honestly, I love the fact. First of all, you have a person of color who is also a lesbian as one of your main cast members. Thank you. You could have had more diversity on the show.
Yes.
Wait.
Bianca Lawson played a lesbian.
Yes.
And her love interest was
played a lesbian. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, her love interest was Shay Mitchell, who is an actress of color who also was a lesbian on the show. I love that whole storyline. I love seeing. And I love how they just made it normal. I'm a little weirded out by the pedophilia that we accepted. That's weird.
Yeah.
And it was like this 18-year-old girl, 17, I don't know how she was, goes to a bar and has sex with a random man. We're just gonna accept that within the first 10 minutes of the episode, right? Then she finds out that this random man is also her new English teacher.
Right.
And then, not only that, they stay together for the rest of the series.
Right,
on and on.
knowing what he does and what he's really capable of towards the end of the series.
I said, talk about grooming, but we're not going to dig into that. Anyway,
I have issues with grooming. But.
Listen, but then you have my favorite relationship was Ashley and her mother, Ashley's mother was the town hall. Okay,
Right.
Like I love that story. Like, how do I deal with being like the only child of the town hall, who is a hoe with a heart of gold at the same time? She's a hoe with a heart.
I'm a hoe because I'm trying to protect my child.
Right. But she knew her power was in that. So she knew how to use it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm like, I love that. Like, give me a teen drama where you just are like, I was watching that show and I was like, how is this on ABC Family? Like, and let's be clear.
That is good.
The only reason I started watching, y'all know the only reason I started watching Pretty Little Liars. Somebody said, Piper got a new show. I said, Piper got a new show? Holly Marie Combs.
Yes.
I was like, Piper got a new show? I said, I don't even, and I was like, let me see so I can see Piper blow shit up. She didn't blow nothing up, but she did blow up them acting scenes as she does all the time.
She did.
Listen, when don't give Holly Marie Combs a script. Don't do that because then you done fucked up because she's gonna read, period.
I don't. What did I do, Rick? What did I do, Lance? I don't know what I did. What did I do?
Ricky!
I don't know what I did. What did I?
What are you drinking?
What am I drinking?
Duryea or Rakia?
Duryea. What are you drinking?
Usually that question is reserved for me.
I am
my question.
I'm black. So black people like.
I know you're black because I can see your underwear.
What?
Oh, I can't show the label.
Right.
I like fruity things. That's what I'm
Tropical, yes.
Oh, so you like the most. I'm just kidding. Okay, yes, I get it.
I love if it's one of these two flavors or a mango something.
Oh yes, a mango.
I love
a mango.
If there's
the Joel mango is actually the good one.
People whose name I'm covering, if y'all make a pineapple orange mango drink, I will give y'all free publicity for the rest of my life. I swear to God. I swear to God, I will.
I feel like they do somewhere.
Do you think they have an orange pineapple mango?
I feel like.
I will let y'all sponsor.
I feel like
I have some. I can't wait till after, guys. I got some things to say.
Oh,
sorry. To protect her child.
Listen,
that's what it was.
Lance, if you've never seen Pretty Little Liars,
she was literally a hoe.
Everything you told me on this podcast today, you would love Pretty Little Liars.
She was a hoe to make sure her daughter did not go to
juvie. But
you did.
She held herself to protect her child. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm not a woman. I don't know, but I feel like certain parents will do anything it takes. And that's what I love about all the parents in this show. They all do some dirty shit to protect their children. Every single parent on this show does some like murder, hiding a murder, hoeing, slutting, paying off. They do everything they can to protect their children.
Yes.
And I love that.
Prostituting, hoeing, slutting, killing somebody.
Listen,
half of those are the same thing.
They're gonna make sure that their children are protected, okay?
Right.
And
Spencer's parents, freaking Hannah's parents, Aria's parents, all of them, they do some
they all got some dirt. They got all some dirt.
I love Holly Marie Combs' storyline because her storyline is basically her daughter finds out that her dad is cheating on her in the first episode. And then we have to see Piper, her name's Ella in the show. Ella goes through this whole like, I don't know that my husband cheating, and then she finds out.
And we all know she's gonna act that part.
And she's mad. And she mad at everybody else knew but her.
Listen, I love watching Holly Marie Combs do anything with. I don't understand.
Really well. I'm sorry.
The best thing that ever happened to Charmed, and I'm gonna say it, and I don't care what nobody say. The best thing that ever happened, even though I loved her while she was on the show, the best thing that ever happened to Charmed was Prue getting kicked off of that show. Yeah. Because once Prue got kicked off of that show, it forced Piper to carry more of the acting weight.
Yeah.
And I honestly, all of them are great actors. I think Piper was the best actor. But her not being the oldest sister, she didn't get as many of the circumstances as we wanted her to have. So we got to see her deal with that stuff. And then we got to see also just the depth of her range as an actor. I'm doing comedy. I'm doing anger. I'm shy, coy. I'm doing mad. I'm the leader of the, like, she's doing everything. And just thank you. Thank you, Holly. Wherever you are, I know you're not watching this, but wherever you are, thank you for your contributions. I know you deserve so much more recognition than you ever got because you acted your ass off for all 8 years of that show.
Oh, look at you getting support.
I mean, it's true. Listen, let's be
you.
clear. Prue was on Charm for 3 years. Paige was on it for 5. That's all I have to say.
We're gonna email her this episode. And we'll see how it goes. You never know.
And what's bad is Rose McGowan, when she came on, she thought she was only going to be doing 2 seasons.
And look at her.
Look at her.
The most of the series.
When she became a god, I was living.
Yes.
Then she became a Republican. So like, but I'm not gonna talk about that.
Hillary Clinton's a Republican.
Yeah.
No, Rose McGowan. No, Rose McGowan.
Okay. Whew. Child, like Rose McGowan, I don't think she's a Republican. I think Rose McGowan just likes to be controversial.
Oh no, I think she's like for real.
How you think? Don't you think Rose McGowan would vote for Trump?
I'm pretty sure.
You think Rose McGowan would vote for Trump?
She's
You'd be surprised.
You'd
be surprised.
You'd be surprised at how many people voted for Trump the first time, at least. The second time.
Listen,
the first time,
I don't think Rose McGowan will vote for Trump. Y'all understand her whole issue with Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Knowing the thing that she's mad with the whole industry about, I highly doubt she would ever vote for Trump.
Because especially being part of the industry, she would also know who he is. You know what I mean? She would already know.
And let's be clear, those accusations have we are leaning into TalkItOut territory right now. But
we know. No.
But honestly, every accusation ever brought to that man is 100% true. We all know.
We don't know that we weren't there, but I mean, we can say that you can say that you feel because Bonelli Media is not responsible.
Disclaimer.
Julie Ramirez. Every single one of them is 100% mother true.
Allegedly. Which is
allegedly.
Where's that hashtag? Hashtag allegedly. Yes.
The first vote, that first vote. Listen, mad Republicans threw away that first vote to that man because they thought they had no idea. And then 4 years later, they were like, "Oh, we can't be associated with him," but not because of what he, whatever. I don't know. Anyway,
she is big in the Me Too movement. I will say that. Yes, she is big in the Me Too.
However,
so I'm sorry.
Charm was not a part of the teen drama spectrum. No. I deviated.
No.
I just wanted to say that I really like Pretty Little Liars because Piper was there. If you haven't seen Pretty Little Liars, this is what I challenge everybody. When it comes to a show like that, challenge yourself to sit through the whole first season. Because I'll be honest, whenever I tell somebody about Buffy, I'm always like, people are like, "Oh, I saw the first episode." I'm like, no. Watch the whole first season, and if you're not into it after the first season, leave it alone. They never can stop after the first season. So because that last episode,
even though that's the worst season,
it's the worst season. But the best that last episode because the last episode, what it shows is like, oh, I'm new Buffy. It's like. Now you want to know what's going to happen next. It's like, okay, I'll watch the second. And then when you get into season 2, you're stuck.
Yeah.
If you start watching season 2, after watching season 1, you're
done. With Drusilla and sorry, I was just going to say with Drusilla and Angel and Spike and all those characters, that whole arc, and then
you got to stay for Faith in season 3.
And then you got to stay for Adam.
Yes,
okay.
You gotta stay for Adam.
Then you gotta stay for Glory.
Adam was
you got to.
Then you have to stay for Dark Willow.
You do.
And then you must stay.
You gotta at least get to the musical episode.
Listen, and then you're just stuck.
Yeah, you gotta. And by that time, it's done. You gotta finish the rest of it.
You gotta watch.
You're committed now.
Listen, honestly, Lance, the first episode, I'm not even gonna flex on you. This is not like Buffy. You'll probably be into it after the first episode because. This is the Pretty Little Liars is an entire show about like I don't know what the hell's going on, but I love it. That's pretty much. If you want to go like when I watched the first episode, I was like, there's like literally they give you just enough to understand a through line, but there's so many things you just don't know. There's so many unanswered questions in Pretty Little Liars that you have to keep watching because you're like, I need these questions answered. And then they'll answer some of those questions, but then they'll introduce whole new questions that are even bigger than the ones they answered. And then you're like, okay, I gotta know them.
Like
so my problem with the Pretty Little Liars, particularly with the first season, was that so many of their issues would have been solved thought they would have told a damn adult. Right?
If you
my
told the police once.
One thing.
We're
Like,
like, this fucking show.
You could have told a damn adult. Okay.
I know these kids ain't got no jobs. I never see them
Right.
working nowhere. Who the fuck is paying for everything? Who's driving them to point A or point B?
We are 14. They ain't gonna charge you for nothing.
Thank you.
Let's be clear. I'm gonna say it. They were 14. They would not have been charged, but the reason they would have been charged is because they were rich white women. Let's be clear. Like the same premise is, but if they were all black men, black women. Emily gets off because she's racially ambiguous. I'm just saying that to me, yes, you're right. If they had told some adults, the adults would have saved them. They all had money. We're talking about lawyers and doctors and professors, and we're talking about people who had like whole livelihoods and checks and cash. Like, you know what I'm saying? So at the very worst, they could have hired a Johnny Cochran. You know what I'm saying? So like, to me, you're right. They could have just told a parent. However, I like that though, because we don't talk to our parents at that age.
That's true. I guess like I'm seeing it from because I haven't felt that way as like in my late teens, early 20s. I'm like the main issues that they start off in the beginning, like Arya's dad cheating, or just like simple stuff. It's like, y'all could have avoided all of this by telling an adult the first go round and not waiting 2 years and when your friends is missing or dead, supposedly. So like those like the small issues that A was like sending out to them, and like I'm gonna spill the beans about you and you, on this like, about this stuff.
If I tell your mom, guess what you're not doing.
Right.
But that's why I like Pretty Little Liars, because at the end of the day, the lesson they were teaching is if you just own up to your shit, no one else can hold power over you.
Right.
And if those girls had just owned up to, hey, this is what I have going on, then at the end of the day, no one really could have. Would have had no cards to play,
right?
Because they would have just been like, "Oh, you're gonna hold that." Who does that? Olivia Pope.
Yeah.
Olivia Pope will tell you in a heartbeat. Just tell him.
Yeah.
Just tell him.
Don't lie to me, bitch. Don't lie to me.
Don't lie.
Right.
Yep.
Don't lie. Just
don't lie to me.
And
because I can't help you if you lie to me.
I think that's an important lesson to teach teens is that, like, transparency is so important because it like no one can use your secrets to blackmail you if you don't have secrets.
Right.
I would not allow. Wait, Dan. I will not allow you to talk bad on the 100. He's talking to you, Danny. Clark was a fool, and that finale was whack, but nothing more. The 100,
Dan Angel.
That was another version of a show that I saw the preview, and I was like, "No, thank you, ma'am, sir, ma'am.
Yeah, I've never seen.
I can't do it."
Actually, that was made for Pretty Little Liars. I think I watched like maybe 2 episodes. I think somebody died.
Oh, he's not talking to Danny. He's talking to Dan Angel.
Yeah.
Listen, we need to have Dan Angel and Dondre on the show together, and the 4 of us need to just be quiet and eat popcorn and sip wine and sip tea
let's do
while
that.
they just fight back and forth. Yes. We need to do that because too often it's the 4 of us looking chaotic and unprofessional. We need to start doing this. We need to start doing this where we invite 2 panelists on to geek out about something, and we just sit there and be like,
and we just stay with popcorn.
Okay.
Yep. The whole time. Like,
that's a whole new segment coming to y'all thanks to Dan Angel and Dondre.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right. So with that in mind, though, it's time to close out our show. So I want to thank all of our viewers tonight for commenting.
We love it.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of you guys that watch. Geekin Out airs every other Monday at 8 p.m. You can find us on Facebook Live, Twitch at Daygamer. So it's twitch.com/daygamer, and our YouTube channel. So make sure you look out for Geekin Out. That's Geekin without the G accent. Out.
Without the second G.
Without the second G.
Without the second G.
The little G. The little G without the lowercase G. Out on YouTube, and make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. When we have an episode, make sure you set yourself a reminder so you know to come watch us. Because we love it when y'all come watch us. Because we don't want to just talk to ourselves. Sorry. But yes. So I guess the next episode is going to be talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yep.
Like, it's been decided.
Yeah.
We had our.
We're gonna have in 2 weeks because
meeting.
we do the show every 2 weeks on Monday. We will be by then. We will actually the Falcon and the Winter Soldier will be over, so we're gonna just review the whole series and talk about it.
Because I have feelings,
kind of like we did with WandaVision a few weeks ago. I have feelings too. But I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it.
Let's not talk about it yet.
Yeah, I figured that at that point, the four of us will have at least been able to see it. Anyone who doesn't want to be spoiled, at least they know that the entire program is going to be that.
Right, which is what the thing is. Like, I was surprised that none of y'all had seen it yet.
I have seen it.
Okay,
I've seen the first two. I've seen it up until when I've seen the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
I've seen none of it.
This is my issue.
So don't tell me anything.
I told you.
So you need to watch it, Chris.
Was hard for me to watch.
I've known
because when Captain White showed up, when white supremacist person showed up, I was
Homelander.
I was like, this is hard for me. I was like, I'm triggered.
No,
I'm triggered.
He's Dollar Store Homelander. I'm proud of you.
Dollar General decided to come out with a line of Captain America's, it would be him. And I just didn't. I felt disrespected. I felt not only disrespected as a Marvel fan, as a Captain America fan, as a Chris Evans fan, as an Anthony Mackie fan, as a Falcon fan. I was just like, who is this and why is
it was upsetting to me and my homegirls. I don't care. I hate it. I hate it. It's upsetting to me and my homegirls. I hate it.
I'm gonna have to get off. I'm gonna have to get off of here. I don't need any of this.
Listen, and the biggest problem was that suit just doesn't fit the way it motherfucking should.
That is not America's ass. Let's be clear. That is not America's ass.
Let's be clear. Chris Evans. And you know what's great? It's not America's ass, but you know who do got a donk on him? Anthony Mackie. He got a nice, sizable pair of melon booties.
P.S.
I don't know what you want to call buns.
So you've seen the first episode? Torres? Yes. That man is cute.
I'm about to leave.
Okay,
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't think we're ruining anything, but
no. It's just one of the first characters you see in the
there's
beginning.
A picture online of Anthony Mackie, and it's showing him from the back, and it basically show his glutes, and it said, "Damn, that's America's ass." Mm-hmm. But I will tell you this: you know who else is America's ass is Chris Maloney. He recently returned. He recently returned back to Law and Order SVU, and there's a picture of him on set.
Chris Maloney.
He got his leg up. You know how when you put one leg up and lean forward, and it's just literally showing like, oh, it must be like why he got so many cakes, right? And so he responded, "It's because it's my 60th birthday."
Yes,
but he was caked up, like I'm telling you.
Sex.
Okay, but that's it. He is frozen. So essentially, we're gonna wrap up the show. So essentially, we will be back in 2 weeks talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This Thursday, even though she's frozen, Ricky will be hosting Talk It Out because I will not be able to be there because I'm rehearsing for a show. Ricky's gonna be there for Talking Out. The panel this week is going to be discussing pro-life versus pro-choice. We're having an all-women panel. And I would love if you are pro-life and you're also a woman. I don't feel like this is a space for men to really say what they have because it's not something that affects us. I'm sorry, I'm just be honest. So
shut up.
If you're pro-life and you are a woman, or if you know someone who's both pro-life and a woman and also isn't like intentionally antagonistic, please hit us up at wonellymedia.com. admin@wonellymedia.com so we can add you to the panel. Other than that, we will see you all next week in 2 weeks for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We love you guys. Thanks for geeking out with us.
Bye.
Oh, he left.